Good morning, everyone, and welcome to West Indies' first warm-up match for the 2026 Women T20 Cricket World Cup. India batting and are 145 for 3 after 15 overs. The match got off to a very late start due to rain. There was a wet outfield. So India 145 for 3, make that now 146 for 3, and at the start of over number 16. So India batting there. The captain in the team today is Mandana, who many consider to be probably the best batswoman in the world, and she is on 39. With her is Chafali Verma, who is on 29. So they're 145 for 3. Hello, everyone. This is the Cricket Forum, the Caribbean #1 cricket channel. I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you're hearing me loud and clear as India are 145 for 4 after 15 overs. And the I just said that they got another singer, but what actually happened was that Varma got out. I think she was run out. So Varma is out. So they never completed the singer. I'm just checking to see if there's a run out or it was a leg before, and while she was running, that she was given out. So they are 145 for 4. And the new batter is Richa. She's really a ball beater as Fletcher tossed that one up, and she drives it down to long off, and one more now to the total. So it's now 146 for 4 in over number 16. Interesting. I really want to see how Gosh got out. I'm waiting on that information, but I trust that you're hearing me loud and clear. It's been a while. So we're gonna see now as did she retire out? Let's see. Fletcher comes in, bowls to Richard high in the air. The fielder goes back to the catch. That's Quiana Joseph, and that's a dangerous batswoman to get out because we have gotten out Richard. So Richard goes for naught off the bowling of Fletcher, and India are now 146 for 5 after 15.2 overs. So I trust you're hearing me loud and clear. I just hope that you are as we bring you this live watch along of the West Indies first warm up match versus India. India women versus West Indies women. And so Richa Gosh has gone for naught, and she's very, very, very dangerous. I think what have happened is that two batters probably retired out. So the two set batter had retired out. No, the case. I'm really trying because I know it was 145 for 3 with by, but now it's 146 for 5, and I'm just trying to check up and see who are those. But oh, I know that Gosh when caught at backward square leg of the bowling of Fletcher, Quiana Joseph taking the catch, but I'm honestly not seeing what is going on here. So Rada is on 1. Barty is on 34 from 22. So, so we're going to see now as it comes in bowls, pitched up, it in the air, down towards the field at wide, long off. I will really check. I really need to check up the score and tell you what's going on, and I'll do that because I need to give you. There's no replay coming through, so for me to check at this time. So let me Let me do some work. Hindi here. Catch brilliantly. Brilliant catch by Munisar in the covers. So West Indies getting some wicket here as Radagon caught in the covers of the bowling of Fletcher. She came on the front foot and she stroked it into the cover, and Munisar diving forward, taking a very, very good catch. There was a poor bit of feeling that she executed earlier. Well, poor bit of feeling. She didn't feel that well, and it was off her own bowling. But this time she made no mistake, and she took a wonderful, wonderful catch there. And so West Indies have picked up their sixth wicket with Yadav gone for one. It's 148 for six. After Fletcher now 3 for 17 from 2.5 overs. So there's Fletcher 3 for 17 from 2.5 overs. Oh, good catch that taken just now by Ashwini Munisar. And to tell you that the next batter is already at the crease waiting to be faced, it's something that you only get this in women cricket. She's already, and the new batter is Patil. So Patil is the new batter. 148 for six. 148 for six. So really and truly, West Indies just picking up three quick wickets. All three in this over from Fletcher forward. I cannot tell you how the first one out as yet. I'm not seeing. Oh, okay. So as I suspected that, then she retired out. This is saying retired out. Um, and since then, that's a dangerous thing now. Yes, I'm seeing the scoreboard saying that she retired. So Yastika retired on 36. Okay, much better now. There's a scorecard on the screen because I never saw how she got out. So she retired on 36. And then since then, Affle Fletcher picking up 2 wickets in the over. And and I wonder, if, although this is only a warm-up match, if India should go on to lose this warm-up match. Yes, thank you, Michael Douglas. I was looking at that screen. Probably I should have looked at it. All right. Yeah, but I already sought out the information. All right. Thank you, though. Much appreciated. So, India batting first in this warm-up match. West Indies would have won the toss and asked India to bat. It was overcast condition and the match was off to a late start. We're going to watch Deandra Dottin. I'm very concerned about Deandra Dottin. 149 for six. Yes, Dottin. Comes in now. She bowls to Barita. Barty. Okay, I got it now. There's 149 for six as the batter swings into her pad and it goes drop down on the pitch, turn away nicely down back of the square like it's gonna run very close to the boundary. They're gone for one, they're back for two. Monisha giving chase, but she won't get there. Oh, that's Elaine. So Elaine giving chase, but she doesn't get there. 4 more runs to the score. The score now goes up now to 103 for three. So India asked to take first strike by the West Indies, 153 for three. Michael Douglas, you're not yes, Banana Brooks. Thank you very much, Banana Brooks. Thank you very much. Yes, I thank you guys for the comment. Desmond Gardner, welcome to the show. Nice. Thank you for saying that you're hearing me loud and clear. Really appreciate it. The voice is not yet warm up. The match started late. I woke up sometime after 3 o'clock for a 4 o'clock start, but it didn't start on time. And then I fell asleep. So Dottin bowls to Barty. Off the back foot she goes and slap this down to Alain coming off the cover boundary, who sends the return in there. Back for two, good running, big outfield, weak throw. And this is one of the things that we have to be concerned about, because even though our fields in the Caribbean are small, we still make the boundaries smaller when the females are playing. And here now we are struggling to get the ball in on these big field. And what's the logics behind it? We are really, our thought process in the West Indies is really off. You have small fields in the Caribbean, and instead of push back the boundaries right back as far as possible, we seek to carry in the boundaries to make the field even smaller. Here now, on a big field in England, our best fielders, because Alia Lane is one of our strongest fielder, and she cannot get the ball in. That in bowls to Sheer Yanka, who played it out into the offside, and there's no run. End of over number 17. And so at the end of over number 17, they are 156 for 6. That's India, 156 for 6. 156 for 6 at the end of the over. So West Indies kickstart their World Cup. As you see there on the screen, I guess the breeze is blowing very strong. Against New Zealand on Saturday. Yeah, Lane, they're just coming together. Nonetheless, no damage done, just a singer. It's now 157 for 6. One of the things that is going to be very important in this World Cup that I'm looking forward to seeing this World Cup, what role will Alia Lane play in this World Cup? Clearly, for many years, she has been the death bowler for the West Indies, but in recent times, she has not been bowling at the death. She has not been bowling any at all. And I think her confidence have gone. But we're going to watch Fletcher, and that one tosses up the batter hand to the front foot. Sheer Yanka just playing it down to the fielder, coming off the cover boundary for another singer. 158 now for 6. India has to take first strike by the West Indies. We're in over number 18. Final over of Fletcher spell. 3 for 19 from 3.2 overs. She's the right arm leg spinner is up over the wicket, and she fires that one into for another singer. The return comes into Fletcher. One more to the total. 159 now for 6. Thank everyone for tuning in. We know that and are watching the game also, and we thank you for being here. We thank those who are getting ready for work and are unable to watch the game and are listening to the live commentary. That pull down but cut miss wide of the signal. Yes, it has been signaled 160 for 6 India. And so we thank you for being here and taking the commentary, and we hope that we are bringing the details that you so required to you quite clearly. Muma comes in, that's Fletcher, bowls to Sheer Yanka, who swung this away down to in the gap between mid wicket and wide long on. That's what we call cow corner. The long on moved to a right, picked up, sends a return in. The score goes up by 161 for 6 after 17.4 overs. So Barty comes into strike. She's on 44. Let's watch Fletcher. Right arm leg spin over the wicket. Bows to Barty. Pitched up. She dug out the Yorker. She manages to get it down to the fielder coming off the long off boundary. That's Chinel Henry. And one more to the total. One more to the total. Carrying it up now to 162 for 6. So one more, bring it up to 162 for 6. So there on the screen here, I'm showing you the World Cup schedule. as this one hit high in the air. So Fletcher picks up her fourth wicket. That's look like Glasgow. The running look like Glasgow. Yes, Glasgow took the catch. So Sri Lanka gone. 162 for 7 now, India at the end of over number 8. I will check if this is an international match, but Fletcher is one of the most prolific bowler in women international cricket over the last 2 years. And here she has gotten 4 wickets. I doubt it's classified as an international match, but it's good to know that she have picked up 4 wickets here. So happy for Hafley Fletcher. She continues to perform. So thank you, Christopher Bristol. Resting her? Or, well, Ailey have agreed to talk to me, but due to some issues. So we're gonna watch Dottin comes in bowls, hit back to Dottin, and she shied at the stump to keep the batter honest. So Barty, she's on 45 from 34, 10 delivers to go in the Indian innings. 10 delivers to go. So it's 162 for 7. Can West Indies get this against a very good India bowling attack? Dottin bowls to Barty, who swung this high in the air, down toward deep backward square leg. The fielder coming around cannot get there. She moves up to 49, 166 for 7. It would be interesting to see if West Indies can get the score. And I'm very glad and heartened in a way that Ailey Matthews is not playing. So it will test the West Indies batters against a very good India bowling attack. Full toss by Dottin, swung away, down to short, fine leg. The fielder giving chase. She reached there just in time. That's Shanisha Hector, and that's her 50. So that's the 50 for Barty. Barty goes up to 50. So Barty goes up to 50. So that's the West Indies. That's the fixture on the screen. Oh, I need to update that fixture. Let me remove this fixture because this fixture has qualifier and qualifier. So that's not the updated fixture. So I'm going to remove it, and then I will get you the updated fixture in due course. Definitely get you the updated fixture in due course, right? So that's not the updated fixture. It does have qualifier and qualifier on it, and I never realized until I put it up. So I will download it. I'm very concerned about Dottin. The lady who said her character record will never be broken. Was that another poor set of feeling again? Was it Munisar? So she took one good catch and then let through 2 balls. York. She York her down. Ranty, gone for 4. Brilliant Yorker by Dottin. And so 11 runs conceded from the over, but Dottin still get a wicket. You can hear my voice. You can hear the early morning voice. It is not the fluent midday voice. Maybe it's nothing that a cup of Milo cannot solve. So it's 173 now for 8. As God gone for 4. York by Dottin. Barty is on 52, but Dottin has not been bowling well. She has not been bowling well. And when we won the World Cup in 2016, Dottin was our leading wicket taker, if was not the leading wicket taker in the tournament. Michael Douglas will quickly check in we'll quickly check it out and do his research and confirm whether she was. I know she definitely was West Indies leading wicket taker in the tournament. She was probably the leading wicket taker for the tournament itself. Alain is going to bowl the final over. She bowled 1 for 11. Good Yorker. It goes between the wicket and the batter through to the keeper, and there is no run. Her first over went for 11. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how she goes. You know, a year ago or so, I believe that Alia Lane has the skill set to be as good as Chinel Henry, but she have definitely lost her confidence, and it's going to be very interesting to see. Alaine comes in up. That's one it in the air down towards the fielder coming off the long off boundary. Henry sent a poor return to Manny Mangru, who was able to tidy it up, but it was a poor return. It was a poor return, but it was also poor wicket keeping, because once the wicket keeper identified so whether she need to go forward and take it on the full, or she need to go back and take it off the bounce. She did neither, and it was very awkward for her. So it was a set of poor cricket there from the West Indies. The return was poor and the wicket keeping was poor. Right? So Alaine, she have started this over well, just 1 run from the first 2 deliveries. So let's see. She grips the ball. This look like interesting there. She comes in now, bowls and swung away by the left-hander Charani, and they stay on 1 as Mangu scooped up that return. So this thus far is a good over. Barty comes back into strike, so we'll see how she goes here now, because Barty has been there for a long while. 53 from 38. Alaine comes in, bowls to Barty in the slot, but she's hit it on the bounce to the fielder at long on, and they stay on 1. So this is a good over here by Alaine, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy for the young lady, because I know she's low on confidence. Please remember to become a member of the Cricket Forum Club on Patreon and support. We have a member here with us. Oh, I see 3 members here. Banana Brooks, how you doing? Banana Brooks always commenting, and we appreciate it. And remember that West Indies, the last time I checked on in that emerging match, West Indies versus Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka were 169 for 8. It's a unofficial test match. West Indies Academy against the Sri Lanka emerging players, and this one is swung away down to wide long on. Matthew Henry came to her left, picks up. So 4 singles from 5 deliveries in this final over of the West Indies innings by Alia Lane. Very impressive. I'm very pleased to see how this over have gone. So here now, let's watch Alain final delivery of the Indian innings. She bowls pitched up, hit it high in the air. This is a chance down to long on, right back on the boundary. Oh, poor there from Glasgow. Very, very poor. She took the catch. She was going to go over the rope. She did a toss the oh, poor, poor. She did a toss the ball up in the air. Very poor. Absolutely poor. There was no commitment to the effort. She thought that it will just go up in the air whatsoever she does, and that was never going to be the case. And so India exactly 180 runs, 179 runs they made, setting the West Indies exactly 180 to win. So 179 for 8, 179 for 8, with the top scorer being Barty Fulma, Full Male, Barty Full Male, and she made 56 from 40 deliveries. So, got to run through the West Indies bowling for you. West Indies once again using a large number of bowlers bowling. I'm wondering if Ailey Matthews can bat, although she doesn't field. If she may well be able to bat in a Banana Brooks. I think these type of matches, that's how they goes. So she may well be able to bat, and that's why these warm-up matches are not generally international matches. They do not go towards your statistics, and I think that she may well be able to bat. I'm just assuming we will know in a very short while. So I'll go through the West Indies bowling chart. Chinel Henry, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 21. Zadia James bowled 1 over and as expected, it gone for double figures. She conceded 13. Jazara Claxton bowled 2 overs, no maiden, none for 19. Charisma Ramarak, 3 overs, 1 for 32 was expensive. Alia Lane, 2 overs, 1 for 17. Her first over went for 11 and bowling the final over of the West Indies innings, and it gone for only 6 runs. That was well bowled. And I'm very happy for that Lane bowl. As I said, I hope it brings back some of her confidence. Afli Fletcher, they call her Muma, and she is the oldest player that will be taking part in the World Cup. And her 4 overs, she took 4 for 23 from her 4 overs. 4 for 23 from her four overs. Ashmini Munisar bowled 2 overs for 14 runs. She took a good catch, but then there were 2 set of poor fielding from her. Quiana Joseph bowled 2 overs for 21 runs. She didn't experience the same joy that she experienced against Ireland. And Deandra Dottin, who I'm very, very concerned about her. She doesn't, and I've been saying this now for quite a while. Today's not the first day I'm saying it, but I've been saying it for quite a while. I'm very concerned about her strength. She doesn't seem as strong as and her batting and her bowling is not what it has always what we have come to expect it to see. So we may well see Ailey Matthews open in the West Indies innings, and a lot of us would be hoping that yes, it's yes, yeah. Well, she was the West Indies leading wicket taker, and she was saying yes. And so, thank you, Mikel. I know you. I know you. I can always depend on you to go on your laptop, well, your phone in these, and clear it up. But I knew she was the West Indies leading wicket taker, but Divine, Sophia Divine, and Kasparek also took 9 wickets in that World Cup. But she was the West Indies leading wicket taker. I really hope that she gets back to her best, because for West Indies to really go far in this tournament, for right now they do not have West Indies as one of the team that will go through. So I really hope that he will surprise them, and he will go through, and West Indies will go through.
River, my home is over Jordan, deep river, Lord, I want deep river. My home is over Jordan, deep river, Lord. I want to cross over into campground. Oh, don't you want to go to that gospel feast that promised land where all is my home is over Jordan, oh, don't you want to go to that gospel feast that promised land where all is peace. Oh, deep river, my home is over Jordan, deep river, Lord. I want to cross over into campground. I want to cross over. I want to.
Thank you very much, young man. Don't know his name, but that was a wonderful rendition. I think he attends the Carteret College, student of the Carteret College, and that was a winning piece at the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission Festival Arts Competition. You know, in Jamaica, during the year, you have different expression of the culture, and schools enter these competition from primary school right up to high schools. and I did play driver, and I did play teacher tech set from me. All of those are from the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission Festival, which ends. It's first you do it. It's two categories. Well, not it's more than two categories because it covers every genre. It doesn't. You're not limited only to one genre, and it also involves acting and so on. So it's the entire cultural garment where you have the primary school section and you have the high school section, and then the parish champions goes on to the national champions, and that piece was a piece that I get about. First, this is the first of two warm-up matches for the West Indies before they kickstart their T20 Cricket World Cup on Saturday against New Zealand at Hampshire Oval. So India batted first and made 179 of their 20 overs. I'll run through the India batting quickly for you. Verma, she made 29. Mandana, who is captain in the side today, made 39. Rodriguez, who play double CPL, I think she played. Who did she play for? The Trinbago Knight Riders. Jemiah Rodriguez, she did play double CPL. She only made 7. Yashtika, she was retired out for 6. Barty Footmail made 56 not out. Richard Gotch, she made not from one delivery, and it's a good wicket to get because I believe that Richard Gosh is probably the most destructive batter in the Indian team. I'm not saying that she's as good as Mandana or Armanpreet Kaur, but when it comes to really destroying the bowling, she's probably the best they have. And she got a one ball from Affle Fletcher. Yadav made 1. Patil, she made 2. God made 4, and Charani was not out for 2. West Indies 179 for 8. West Indies batted first and made 179. Brilliant last over, conceding on the 6 runs. Affle Fletcher, they call her Muma, 4 overs. No maiden, 4 for 23. She's the oldest player in the tournament. Ashmanu Munasar, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 14. Kuyana Joseph, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 21. And DeAndre Latin, 2 overs, no maiden, 1 for 19. We're about to get going for the start of the West Indies innings. Just about to be ready. Thank you all for tuning in. Those of you who are watching the watch along with me and are here and following the cricket, I thank you very much. I also appreciate those of you, like my visually impaired friend from St. Mary, and all those visually impaired who are tuning into the live commentary. I thank you very much. I know many of you are getting ready for work or are in your car to work, and you're not able to watch the match and you have tuned into the watch along. So thank you very much. Thank you everyone for being here. So Datin and Campbell will start for the West Indies. We're looking to get 180 runs. This is the first warm-up match. We'll play Australia, I think, on Wednesday. As turn away, first delivery, pitched up and Datin just work it in to the inside, down to the field at long on. So West Indies up and running. West Indies 1 without loss after the first delivery. So that was pitched up and Datin just work it down to long on for a comfortable singer. West Indies 1 without loss. Campbell will come and strike now as Halley, I think it is. She comes in bowls, Shafali, and the ball goes down again to long on for another singer. So both West Indies batters are off the mark. So Shafali is the opening bowler, and Dottin and Campbell at the crease. Both are on 1. West Indies 2 without loss in over number 1 as Shafali comes in over the wicket, bowls to Datin, and Datin is forward and just blocked it back to her. It's as if I've never seen Shafali bowl before. Or is it a different Shafali? Anyway, Shafali is bowling. The two fielders out are the deep mid wicket and the long on. Bowls to Datin, and Datin hit it in the air straight to the fielder at mid off on the bounce. There's no run, 2 without loss after 4 deliveries. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. We appreciate you being here. Later today, West Indies will play Sri Lanka. After back foot goes Datin, she steered this to backward point. She cannot score. The score remains at 2 without loss in over number 1. So, as I remind you, the last update that we have from the series down there in Sri Lanka between the academy youngsters, as Datin turned this away down to back for the square leg. The fielder comes around from deep mid wicket, dive, cannot stop it, 4 runs. So a good boundary there for West Indies after the last delivery of the over, as Safali was on the leg side and Datin clips it away down back with a square leg. There's a fielder on the deep mid wicket boundary. She had a long way to go, a very long. She got there with a dive, but was unable to prevent the ball from going into the boundary. It was a good shot by Datin and a well timed. The square leg should have done better, though. Should have done better. The fielder dive. She just barely got her fingertip to the ball, but was unable to prevent it from going into the boundary. So West Indies move up to 10. 2 deliveries have bowled in the second over. Sri Lanka Emerging Players were 1 undrafted and 68 for 7, and they won. Their website, their page, and so on. Um, mm, it's in my email. I can, but it's update only. I'm getting on the match. I'm only getting updates. So the last time I heard, after 46 overs, Sri Lanka Emerging Players were 168 for 7 on day 1 of the unofficial test. It's a 4-day match playing against the West Indies Academy. So they're 168 for 7. I'm depending on Michael Douglas again to do his research, as was back of a length there, and Campbell cut that in the air over the dive of the field at backward point, and it goes into the boundary for 4. So West Indies move up to 10. 2 deliveries have bowled in the second over. The second over was a dot ball. And, as expected, Renuka, you expect that Renuka would have started. So depending on Michael Douglas to do his research, he's always doing his thing. Was beaten outside the half stump there was Campbell. The keeper whipped the bails off. That's Richie Gotch. And she's saying that she's out of her crease, but Richie Gotch is known for that. Whether she was out of her crease or not, Richie Gotch is known for those things. And I don't think Campbell leave her crease. And, she was there waiting on Campbell to have balance. But these are the type of hard-nosed cricket that Gotch play. And as Campbell looks to cut again, and she misses, and that was a poor attempt at a cut shot from Campbell. For those of you who are watching, you could see, look where, they're showing you the replay again, but you could see how they're showing you the replay of the stumping by the attempted stumping by Gosh, but that cut shot that Campbell tried to play right now, her weight was going away from the ball. Her weight was going away from the ball, and she was always going to miss it. Even if she had made contact with it, there would not be any power in the shot. She may probably have just lobbed it to backward point, because her weight, instead of the weight going forward and going through the ball, it was going away from the ball. So it was luckily and she never made contact with it. Nonetheless, we got another singer of the following delivery. 11 without loss now, West Indies. Datin comes into strike. Renuka is going to face, she's going to face up to Renuka. She grips the bat now. She's taking a long time to get going. As Renuka comes over the wicket, bolts to Datin. Datin pulls down towards backward square leg, straight to the fielder. One more to the total. 12 without loss now, the West Indies after 2 overs. So West Indies 12 without loss, need to get 180 runs to win. 12 without loss in over number. Michael Douglas slowing up the thing in a man. 12 without loss at the end of over number 2. So later today, West Indies will play the third one-day international against Sri Lanka. I said the second because the second was absolutely rain out, and I saw a most disingenuous article. Well, in part, disingenuous article written by a Gleaner writer. I think his name was, and well, I won't call his name, but it was such a disingenuous, right? Um, they have added over 100 runs. They have added over 100 runs. Because the last update I had was 168 for 7. And 302, so that they have added 34 runs, 134 runs for the last of on a 1 wicket. Thank you. This one is hit down the ground by Deandra Datin. As Ranty pitched up and Datin swinging through the line, and the ball goes down to the boundary for 4. So Ranty there pitched up, hit it in the air, past the bowler down to the boundary for 4. So the experiment with Shafali has ended. 16 without loss, probably something that they're trying. So Ranty over the wicket, bowls to Datin, and Datin steered this away, but straight to the field. That short third man who picks up cleanly, sends the return in, and there is no run. 16 without loss. We're in over number 3. So they close on 75 overs bowled. Sri Lanka 302 for 8 in their, I should say, Sri Lanka emerging players against the West Indies Academy. 302 for 8. That's a loopy tennis bounce short delivery from Ranty, signal wide 17 without loss. So 302 for 8 Sri Lanka emerging players against the West Indies Academy on the first day of their unofficial 4-day test. As you are aware, the West Indies Academy is touring Sri Lanka for all format series, and this hit high in the air. It gone a long way. It bounced and goes over the rope for 4. Or did it? Yes, it did bounce. So that will take the score up now to 21. You know what's going on with Campbell and her back foot. I You want to explain, Jammer Small? Thank you for your comment, because her weight was really going backward when she was trying to play that cut shot instead of going forward. Luckily, she missed it. Well, she always gonna miss it. Well, you don't always, but there are times when you missed it. That thing just covers up the last delivery of the over. Well, not the last delivery, delivery number 5, and played it back to the bowler Ranty, and the score remains at 21 without loss. We are in over number 3, 1 to come. So Western is not a bad start here. Ranty comes in, bowls to Datin, and Datin was winding up, and she got the inside edge onto her body, and Campbell onto her body, and Campbell called her through, and they got a single. 22 without loss now. 22 without loss, West Indies, replying to 179 made by India in their 20 overs. And so we need exactly 180 runs to win this match. And after 3 overs, We are 22 without loss. That's 7.33 runs per over. Remember, we started out needing 9 runs per over to win. So this is not a bad start by the West Indies in a way, shape, or form. And also, definitely hoping that we will get it. I think if once we keep it under 10, it's now Renuka ball to Dutton, and Dutton swings. And the ball went nowhere. It just dropped right down in front of her. Big swing by Dutton from that delivery from Renuka. Probably got the inside edge of the bat and dropped right down in front of her. We're going to watch now as Renuka is going to comes into Dutton again. They're showing the West Indies dugout at the moment. Here's Renuka, comes into Dutton, and Dutton plays a forcing shot off the back foot, opening the face of the bat. She cannot beat backward point. And so the score remains at 22 without loss. 22 without loss, the score remains. Dutton is on 15 with her. Shemaine Camber is on 6. So Renuka Singh comes in now. She's over the wicket. Bowls Dutton uses her feet. The bowler saw her coming and dropped it short. And Dutton was able to steer it again to backward point. She's really struggling to get the ball off the square. She's 15 from 16 deliveries. She have hit 3 fours, so she have used up one. No, she got contact onto that. I thought a wide that have been signaled, but no, apparently it touched her body. No wide signal. The score remains at 22 without loss. So Dutton's really, really struggling here. Absolutely struggling. 22 without loss. Singh bowls to Dutton, slow delivery. She off her back foot. She beats the bowler to her right, and the ball goes down to long on for a single. So finally, a run off the 5th delivery of the over. This is not good going by the West Indies batters at all. It's 23 without loss now. Dutton 16 from 17 deliveries, and Camber 6 from 6 deliveries. She have hit 1-4. So let's see. This is a final delivery of Renuka Singh bowls to Camber. She looks to scoop it, but the bowler saw her, and nonetheless, the keeper did not collect, and they were able to go through for a single. And so one more to the total. I will tell you, was it a run? No, it was a. Was that a run? I'm trying to figure out if it was a run, but probably. Nonetheless, one more to the total at the, because it comes off the screen, and I never saw any signal from the umpire. So I will tell you shortly whether it's a run. If she moves up to 7, you know that it's a run. What is important, though, West Indies are 24 without loss after 4. A very good over by Renuka Singh, but and one would want to say that West Indies should have done better with that over. So Charani bowls to Camber, who plays it down to long on for a single. So Charani is into the attack. One more to the total. It's now 25. So it's now 25. Michael Douglas said we are going to make it to the final. So think that we're going to make it to the final in this World Cup. Let's see. Charani comes in, bowls to Dutton, and Dutton drives straight to the field at cover, and there's no run. Michael Douglas, should West Indies make it to the final, it will be very good. It apart from making us happy, it would also be they'll down the pitch as she looks to hit this over long on. She never quite get to the pitch of the ball. It comes off the inner portion and goes down backward of square leg, and they will get a single, one more to the total. So a lot of confidence there from Michael Douglas. Good to see that someone has confidence in the West Indies. So Charani is the bowler. Between the umpire and the stump, Campbell cuts and miss. The keeper collects, and there is no run. That's Gosh Campbell. She's on 7 from 8 deliveries, from 9 deliveries. Charani between the wicket and the stump, bowls to Campbell, and Campbell sweeps straight backward square leg. There's no run. The return whipped in, and the West Indies batters are being stifled. She hit this over the bowler's head. The fielder at long on came to her left and sent the return in, one more to the West Indies. So West Indies really dealing in singles right now when they really needed to be dealing in boundaries. And at the end of over number 5, West Indies are 27 without loss. Campbell is on 8 from 11 deliveries, and DeAndre Dottin is on 17 from 19 deliveries. West Indies after 5 overs, 1 over left in the power play, 27 without loss. Really, really struggling, Shane Dietz and Ailey Matthews did agree to speak to me, but there were definitely some technical issues, and it never materialized. So Ranty comes in, bowls to Campbell, who opened the face of the bat and steered it to the fielder, to the right of the fielder at backward point, and they go through for a single. She misfield, and so they were able to go through for the single. Thank you very much, Mrs. Brown. So Ranty again now. She's going to bowl. I make the 8 silent. Short delivery. Pulled away by Datin down back with a square leg for 4. It was a short delivery. And Datin pulled that away down back with a square leg for 4 more. You had to it? And so 4 more. It's a short delivery. And she pulled. It comes off the top of the bat, but it good. 4 runs is 4 runs. So God comes in now, bowls to Datin, and she steered this into the covers, and they will get a single. So 1 more to the total. So God there, Datin just going back and just steering it into the covers for a single. She moves up to 22. West Indies 33 without loss. Three deliveries to come in the power play. Let's see what Campbell can do. God bowls to Campbell, and she swings this away through mid-wicket. There's a fielder there, but he has no chance as it goes into the boundary for 4. So 4 more to Campbell, and she now moves up now to, is that 13? She moves up to 13, so the score will move up now to 37 without loss. So good shot there by Campbell. So 2 boundaries out of this over, both of short deliveries. So I guess the Indian management would say, pitch up, pitch up, pitch up. God comes in, bowls to Campbell, steer this to short. Third man cannot beat the fielder. It goes straight to the fielder, and there is no run. Just unable to pick the gap. 9 runs out of this over so far, 2 boundaries, but 10 runs, because I think Campbell got 1 off the first delivery. So 10 runs out of this over thus far. God comes in, bowls to Campbell, and Campbell mistimed the drive to mid-on, and there is no run. End of the power play. West Indies going at 6.16 per over, as it is apparently the strategic timeout. I see they're coming onto the field with drinks. So it's a strategic timeout time. So it's good. I wonder if I can find teacher text set for me. I want so that we can hear teacher text set for me during this strategic timeout time. Really, if I could find it, so that while they're having their drink, I am also having a drink too, as I get some hot beverage. Michael Douglas, yes, saying that he would need to see more intent. No, I think teacher text set for me. Yes, teacher text set for me.
Teacher text set by Sashoy Marshall. Me say every day I see him thing. Teacher look for me like a me bring this in. Teacher take set for me. Take a piece of set for me. Me only touch it boy. Me know me name a call. Kemar. Why are we in a mix up? Kemar. Move from here. So Kemar, pick up your book. Teacher take set for me. Every day she call me name. Me know me rude. Me know me well. But teacher, me can't get the blame all the time. Teacher take set for me. Lord, me can't get no ease. Me a try, but me spirit need peace. Me can't sneeze in peace before teacher look on me like breeze. She said me need manners. Well, that is true. But remember, teacher, me a human too. Me just talk, detention. Me just laugh, attention. Me just blink, suspension. Teacher take safe for me.
Sorry about that today, Kamar, but we'll not be able to take all of that, as the teams are ready to go again, and we are going to start now over number 7, coming to. So Rada is going to bowl. So let's watch now as Datin grips her bat, 37 without loss at the end of the power play. Left arm orthodox spinner bowls. She looks to pull. She misses, and it goes through to the keeper. Wide signal, 38 it is. So Michael, we need to see more intent. It's a warm-up match. That means we could use extra batswomen. Are you sure about that, Michael Douglas? I was thinking about it that we would probably see Ailey Matthews bat, but if we could use extra batswomen, why Ailey Matthews not opening the innings? I don't know, because this is not those. This is a ICC. One of the things why countries stop giving West Indies, as that is swept away by Dottin down backward of square leg for 4, carrying the West Indies score up to 42 without loss. Persons are complaining about when West Indies go on tour, they hardly get any warm-up match. One of the reasons why West Indies don't get warm-up matches when they go on tour, they are insisting on playing these Corrigoat matches. As we look as Rada comes into Dottin, who's on the front foot and stroke it down to long off for another singer. The score goes up to 43 without loss. So West Indies love to try to turn these matches into some Corrigoat matches. The countries are saying that we can't spend so much money put on a 4-day match, and it is not a first class match. And that is one of the challenges that West Indies is getting. That's why they are not playing any warm-up matches when And again, there is no run. So it's 43 without loss. And as a result, so I don't know. I don't know what's the playing condition for this match. When Banana Brooks mentioned that Ailey Matthews was not on the field, I was saying that she was probably going to open the innings. As this one is swept away by DeAndre Dattin down to that Dattin Campbell down to backward of square leg boundary for 4. So 4 more to the West Indies total, and the score will go up now to 46. Is it? I think 46. I'm just checking, waiting on this score to come up on the screen. Players should be able to play, and the country is saying, no, we can't spend money organize a match, and it is not even having first class status. So Patil is going to come into the attack for India. She's a right-arm off-spinner, bowls to Campbell, who's off the back foot, and it comes off the outer portion of the bat, high in the air. The sweep on the cover boundary had a lot of work to do to her left because the ball was mistimed. As a result of the ball being mistimed, it allowed the batters to come back for 2, the batswomen to come back for 2, and so Dattin goes up by 2 to 49. I thought I said Campbell first, but it was Dattin. Patel comes in, bowls to Dattin, and Dattin turns this away down to short, fine leg, and there is no run. So Dattin is on 29, West Indies 49 without loss. Patel comes in, bowls to Dattin. She turned that away. Sorry, for another singer. 1 more to the total, 48 without loss. 48 without loss, West Indies. Campbell comes into strike now. Patel is in, bowls to Campbell. Campbell's off the back foot. Once again, the weight is going back instead of going through the ball. She got it down, sweep on the ball. Want to thank everyone for tuning in. Please join the conversation. Coming to you just now, Michael. Coming to you just now, Jamor Small. Join the conversation. I know you're probably driving to work or so on. Last delivery of over number 8, 53 without loss. Dattin is on strike. She swept this away down backward of square leg. The ball travels quickly down towards the boundary. Lays a bit of fielding. Nonetheless, we are happy for that. 4 more. 57 without loss. West Indies need 123 more to win from 13 overs. 123 more to win from 13 overs. Dattin is on 34. Campbell is on 20. And after 8 overs, West Indies 57 without loss. This is a good start runs-wise, but when it comes to run rate, I think it's a bit slow. Not a bit slow, it is slow. Jamal Somalia, I know you're probably. Oh gosh, my finger catch on that. So we're gonna watch again Charani between the stump and the umpire, bowl to Campbell, who sweep this that pull shot that she played almost bending on her knee, and it goes down to deep mid wicket for another single. West Indies 58 without loss. So yes, Charani. The women move much quicker than the men. You don't have a chance. I'm trying to drink a cup of tea before it gets cold, but they are so quick. Between the umpires and the stump, Charani bowls to Datin, who look to drive, but they left arm orthodox spin, pitch, and turn away from her through to the keeper, and there's no run. 58 without loss. Good delivery there by Charani. She got some turn. Look at that ball goes. As Datin looks to drive through the line. Here she is again. Between the umpires and the stump, bowling round the wicket to the right-handed Datin. Played it to extra cover. I will tell you if they get a run or not. No, it's a dot ball. Charani to Datin. She just delayed the shot a little, but still cannot beat the fielder as both batswomen look to get a run there, but the ball didn't beat the fielder. This is elite fielding, high level elite fielding by the Indians. Charani, between the umpires and the stump, bows to Datin, who drives through the gap down to the fielder at long off, who circuit to her left, sends the return on the bounce. One more to the total. So good going here for Charani. 1.5 overs. None for 5. The left arm orthodox spinner bowling through the umpire and the stump round the wicket. Comes in, bowls to Campbell, who looks to sweep, and she swept it down back. Despite the dive of the fielder and the backward square leg boundary, she could do nothing to stop it. Good shot by Campbell. She now moves up to 25. West Indies 63 without loss at the end of the over. 6 runs from that over. 9 over gone. And 35. Just trying to get in some hot beverage in the morning here. So Campbell have retired out also. Okay, so since you retired out, Kriana Joseph is coming.
Yet your teacher, me swear. But sometimes you feel like you don't care. You see the trouble before you see the boy. You see the nice before you see the joy. Maybe me up.
Ranuka comes in now to bowl to Datin. She's up, bowl to Datin. Datin off the back foot can't beat cover. Well, cover misfield, but they won't get a single because it's Quiana Joseph at the other end, and she will not be able to come through as quickly as, say, a Campbell would have come through. She remains on 35. West Indies 63 for 1. Or sloppy by the fielder there in the cover, have to be backed up by the sweep on the boundary. You have to put in a dive. And it's very interesting because I'm waiting on the. Yes, they did runs because the score is now 65 for 1. It was 63 for 1 before. 65. Bows to Datin, and Datin off the back foot looks to slap this down to long off. She got it through down into the boundary for 4. 69 now for 1 as she slapped that past the dive of the fielder at mid-off. Beat her to her right, and it goes into the boundary for 4. So the score goes up now to 69. Datin will move up to 45. So 45, 41. She was on 35 and she added 6, 41. Renuka to Datin. Datin turned this one into the onside. It was a much straighter delivery. The fielder there coming around to her left, to limit them to one. Well, always going to limit them to one. It's Quiana Joseph at the other end. 70 for one. She's taking her guard. She looks around the field. She sees that Renuka is ready. We have not seen where the fielders are unless the ball goes to the fielder. None for 14 from 2.4. She's over the wicket to the West Indies left-hander. And that straight line, that pitch-up straight line. And it's good to see at least Quiana Joseph was able to up. But I'm going to bowl full and straight to her. You can bet your dollar. Renuka. She's over the wicket, bowls to Joseph, pitched up again, whipped away through mid-on, down towards the fielder at long on for a single. Good from Joseph, improvement in playing that delivering particularly. 1 run to Joseph. She's off the mark, 71 for 1 after 10. West Indies needing a 109 runs to win after the next 10 overs. So that's 10.9 runs per over, almost touching 11. Can we do it? It's going to be interesting to see if we can do it. Joseph will keep the strike. So Dottin is on 42. Joseph is on 1. What will happen in this run chase? It's going to be very, very interesting to see what will happen in this run chase. As Mikel said, we need to show more intent. 71 for 1. It looks to be a little chilly. No, well, some persons probably look a little chilly, but that lady there, she looks like the tennis player. She looks like the runner, the track athlete, doesn't she? The track athlete that won the 800 meter at the Olympic name. What's at the World Championship? Bowls down the leg side. Quiana Joseph swept it away down to the boundary for 4. It was down the leg side. She was looking to bowl straight, but probably a little bit too straight. That's Patil looking to bowl straight, but was a little too straight. Mr. Lent and Quiana Joseph swung it away. Sorry about that. That belch is from the hot tea. I'm sorry about it. So Patil to Joseph. She comes in round the wicket. Loud appeal out plumb leg before. No doubt about that. It hit her on the knee roll right in front of middle stump. And so she's out plumb leg before, yes. So full delivery again. The undoing of Quiana Joseph. Full delivery. Look at it. Full delivery. She's going on the back foot, goes across the line. Oh no. And she's out plumb leg before. West Indies now losing their second wicket. 75 for 2. West Indies 75 for 2. Losing their second wicket.
Me can't lie. But sometimes me just want to ask somebody why. Teacher take step on me. And me tired to feel this way. Me know me rough. Me know me loud. But me still deserve one good day. So teacher, hear me out. Me promise to try. Give me a little chance before my spirit die. Teacher, take a piece of set for me. But me still a try. Me still a try. My fist in me heart. Not the little tears me cry. Teacher, take set for me.
Claxton is a new batter. She faces up now to Patil, who's round the wicket, over the wicket. Sorry. She's a right-hander, which means she's round the wicket to the left-hander, who drives down to mid-off, and there is no run. The score remains on 75 for 2. You know, everybody's going to try to bowl full to Quiana. Joseph don't. Patil bowls to Claxton, who drives, beat the field at mid-off, and it runs away into the long off boundary for 4. Good shot there by Claxton. Nice flow of the bat coming through it. Brooks, correct. 107 for 3, Banana Brooks. Banana Brooks is saying 107 for 3. Correction, 107 for 3. Oh, 107 for 4 after 11 overs. I never saw the first comment. Thank you. I just saw the second one. 81 for 2. Thank you for that comparison. Round the wicket comes in, bows to the left-handed Claxon, who hit it straight to the fielder at mid-off, who just plucked it out of the air. If that was hit to a West Indian fielder, it would have gone for 4. But this is an elite fielding team. It hit to her right. Is that Jemiah Rodriguez, or she was down the pitch. She hit it hard in the air to the right of the fielder, who took the catch, and so she goes. So West Indies lost their 3rd wicket, and after they are now 81 for 3s. Banana Brooks, why there's a 100 and 100 for 3. They are 81 for 3 as she walked off, you know. So West Indies 81 for 3. As Rada bowled to Datin, who looks to pull that low pull shot that the West Indies batters seem to play almost bending on one knee. Taken on the pad, the second delivery now down the leg side. She looks to sweep. I'll wait on the signal of the umpire. None coming. It apparently made contact with her body. 81 for 3. West Indies now 81 for 3. Hello, everyone, and for joining us outside the half stump. Dottin plays this to the fielder at cover. Again, there is no run. We want to thank everyone who is tuning in. We know that persons are driving to work. Some persons are at work. They are unable to watch the match. This is the first warm-up match for the West Indies before the T20 World Cup starts on Friday. Their first match will be against New Zealand on Saturday at the Hampshire Oval. This match started late due to rain. India batted first and made 179 of their 20 overs. West Indies, in reply, are 82 for 3. Ailey Matthews is not playing in this match. The batters out are Quiana Joseph, Shemaine Camber, and Jazara Claxton. Alain have joined Datin at the crease, but she's unable to get bat and ball as she's just swinging away. 43 to Datin. Alain has only faced 1 delivery so far. West Indies 82 for 3. That ball came off the bottom edge of the bat onto her shoes and almost comes into her stump. She goes deep in her crease, plays this out into the onside. The bowler has to give chase to where a straight mid-wicket would have been right at the edge of the circle, and they go through for a single. 83 for 3 now, West Indies. Alain is off the mark. Datin is on 43, but she has used will keep the strike. Dottin is on 43. 97. At this stage, India were 117 for 3 after 12 overs. 117 for 3 after 12 overs. 97 from 48 deliveries needed. Thank you, Banana Brooks. Good morning, Gully side. Long time I haven't hear from you. This ball is played into the onside. They're looking for 2. It's not on. They will have to second for 1. 84 now for 3 after 12.1 overs. Dottin will comes back into strike. So please remember to become a member of the Cricket Forum Members Patron. And over there you can join the discussion, especially when we are doing shows for men cricket. Pulled away by Dottin, down backward of square leg for 4. She moves up to 47 as that was short, and pulled away down backward of square leg for 4. So 4 more to Dottin. She moves up to 47. You know, it's important that Dottin gets some runs, and maybe we should not be too harsh on her, really, her strike rate, because I'm one always think that you have to lay the foundation. As she hit this one down to long on and moves up now to 48 from 42 as Ranti pitched up, and she hit it down to long on. So Elaine will comes back to strike. 89 for 3. 'Dottin is on 48 from 42. So we're going to watch Ranti with 2 deliveries to come in over number 13. She's going to bowl to Deandra Dottin, who's on 48. She's over the wicket, bowl short to Dottin, who pulls in the 1 for 3. Dottin is on 49. So she's going to bowl to Elaine, the last delivery of over number 13. So Elaine is on 3 from 4. This is the last delivery of over number 13. She comes in now, bowls to Elaine, and Elaine hit this high in the air powerfully. Let's see. Dead straight, 6 runs. And that is what Elaine and Chinel Canberra are capable of. But somehow, she has not been doing it in recent times. So it's a good shot there for 6 straight over the ball ahead. West Indies 97 for 3 now. She just gave herself room, eye on the ball, always hit it in the air. She didn't bother to run. She knew it gone, and it gone for 6 runs. She's capable of playing those shots, but in recent times, she has not been doing it. And I think her confidence got a blow. Yes, I'm making a point that this innings from Dottin, very slow, very slow in the context of T20 cricket. As she looks to pull, and that one came. Oh, she has been given out leg before. So Dottin has been given out leg before for 49 from 44 deliveries. Dottin given out leg before 49. So West Indies have lost their 4th wicket. They are now 97 for 4. That looked down the leg side to me, That looked down the leg side to me. And I'm fully aware that didn't move her pad after the ball struck her, but that looked down the leg side to me. She was looking to play that half pull, half sweep shot that the West Indies batswoman seemed to play it, and she missed, and it goes down and she was out plumb leg before. She made 49 from 44 deliveries. That is slow. In all context that was very slow. But what will tell me if this innings was a good innings will be her next innings. If it was a case that she decided that I'm going to spend some time at the crease and make sure that at least get some runs, because she has been terribly out of form with both bat and ball. And so if that was her intention, to at least get some runs, then I can understand that. And hopefully her next innings will show you, will show us how did this innings, as slow as it was, benefited her. You know, it's not all the time. Well, every time you have to lay the groundwork. Every time you have to lay the groundwork. So the last update I have on the Sri Lankan, so they are at stump. So at stump, Sri Lanka, 77 overs were bowled. They were 302 for 8. That's the Sri Lanka emerging players versus the West Indies Academy. You know that the West Indies Academy is touring Sri Lanka, and they are playing a 4-day, unofficial 4-day test match against the Sri Lanka emerging players. I will try and go through the Sri Lankan batting chart, if I can call those names. You know, those names are always like Pereira, that is easy. He made 9. Rashanta made 4. Wanayeka, I hope I got that right. He made 41. Kosala made 3. Let's say Sarunjan made 25. The wicket keeper, Bandara, I remember Bandara, he's not out on 126. He was the one who led the recoveries, 126. At the end of the day's play, though, Sri Lanka are 302 for 8 as Alia Alain hit the next delivery that she faced down past square leg into the boundary for 4. Once again, playing that shot that it seemed like it's so much a West Indian shot, where it's a half pull, half sweep shot. She moves up to 10, bowls to Alain, down the leg side, high in the air. The fielder seconds under it, took the catch, Alain goes. It was a ball down the leg side. She looked to turn it. It came off the back of the bat. It went high in the air. Alain gone for 13 from 7 deliveries. West Indies lose their 5th wicket, 102 for 5. It was a nothing delivery now. It was down the leg side. She was just looking to turn it into the onside. She lost her shape. She never watched the ball right onto the bat. The ball then took the back of the bat and went high in the air, and it was a comfortable shot catch by the fielder coming in from backward square leg, from orthodox backward square leg. It was a comfortable catch. And once again, it's just a matter that she never watched the ball onto the bat. She just didn't watch the ball onto the bat. Interesting here is this. Janella Glasgow coming to the crease. West Indies needing 78 runs from 38 balls. I still think we can win this. So I can tell you that Sri Lanka were 133 for 7. And then they added 60 runs for the 8th wicket and were 193 for 8. And since then, West Indies have not picked up another wicket. So at the end of the day's play, only 77 overs were bowled. I don't know if it's because of rain or it's just our slow over rate. So it must be rain. There's no way 77 overs would have been possible unless there's rain. We're only getting updates. I'll run through the West Indies bowling card, those bowlers that were used by the West Indies, who used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bowlers. I'll run through it. But we're going to watch Rada, who have picked up both Alain and Dattin in this over. The left-arm orthodox spinner over the wicket, bowls to Glasgow, and she eased this ball down to long on for a singer. So she's off the mark. The score goes up by 1 to 103 for 5, with one delivery to come in over number 14. So at the end of the over, I'll try and run through as much as I can. The ladies, they really go quickly. So here's Henry now, seconds as Rada comes in, bowls, and she hit it. It peels away, caught at backward point. 3 wickets in the over. Not a hat trick, but 3 wickets in the over. Henry goes 103 now for 6. And West Indies just falling apart here. 103 for 6, just falling apart here. And India have this one all sewn up as Henry there pitched up. The left-arm orthodox spinner just getting the ball to turn away from the big hitting West Indian. It peels off the outer portion of the bat. Lob comfortable to the fielder at backward point. Short third man. And Henry goes West Indies, losing their 6th wicket. And 3 for 6. Henry gone for 1 from 2 deliveries. And they're in tatters right now. Real tatters. Girls back there, I don't know, looking like going like Tina. Okay, I was just seeing those comments. That's missing. Yeah, that's the dismissal of Datin. Yes, I also think that it was missing. Yes. Oh, I was supposed to run through the bowling of the West Indies players. So Zadia James of joined Glasgow. So Michael Douglas, it looks like it's a proper game. It's probably a proper game, and they probably counted it as a one-day international because we don't see any. As Zadia James looks to hit this down the ground, Janela Glasgow, because it was the end of the over. So this is the first delivery of over number 15. West Indies 103 for 6. And I want to thank everyone for joining, those who are on their way to work and just keeping up to date. I know that West Indian fans are probably now saying that we are not going to win this one. This is tapped into the onside, and they go through for a quick single, 104 for 6 now. Zaida James comes into strike. And the last time she played a good look of cameo, I think, yes, she played a good look of cameo. And look at that. You can't read out that, man. After 17 matches, you can't read out that. No, you don't read out that after 17 matches. It's embarrassing. So round the wicket, bowl, Safari to Zaida James, who hit this in the air. It bounces away down towards the fielder coming around from a wide long off, sends the ball back to Safari. It was Safari ball a full toss to James, and she was just unable to hit the ball to the boundary, you know. So let's watch Shafali. This is probably the first time I'm seeing her bowl in international cricket. Round the wicket, bowls to Glasgow, and Glasgow hit it back to Shafali. Was that a drop catch? Hit it back to her. You know, she slammed the ball into the ground. As that ball went back to her and she dropped the catch, that would be her first international wicket, and it was a comfortable height, you know. If you're a bowler, that's where you want the ball to come back to you. That's the height you want the ball to come back to you. That's the area in which you want the ball to come back to you. Not straight in your body, but right at your waist, just right there. She should have catched that. Nonetheless, as a West Indian, you're happy that she didn't catch it. Safari bowls to Glasgow, who plays this down to long off, and they are not giving any Glasgow any room, you know. So I'm seeing 5 fielders on the offside, look like a short third man, a backward point, a cover, extra cover, mid-off, end of the over though. At the end of 15, they are 106 for 6, West Indies. Zaida James is on 1, Glasgow is on 3, Glasgow will retain the strike. 106 for 3. Yes, I had promised you that I'll try and run through the West Indies bowlers. Jediah Blade, 16 overs, 3 maiden, 2 for 64. Amari Goodrich, 9 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 29. Yuan Lane, 14 overs, 2 maiden, 3 for 58. Kelvin Pittman, 12 overs, 1 maiden, none for 46. Ryan Bandu, 17 overs, 4 maiden, 2 for 45. As this delivery is turned away by Glasgow through mid-wicket. They go for 1. We'll see if they're coming back for the 2. Yes, good running by the spear. And so they are back for 2. Glasgow moves up to 5. West Indies 108 for 6. 108 for 6. We're going to watch now as this is Patel. Yeah, I think it's Patel. She's round the wicket now, bowls to Glasgow, and Glasgow hit this to the field at mid-on. They're not giving her any room at all. Let me run through the... So Dinal, he bowled 3 overs. Evelyn bowled 1 overs. Kevlin Anderson bowled 5 overs. I guess they are just filling, those 3 were just filling bowlers. But the top 5, Bandu 17 overs, Pittman 12, Yuan 14, Goodrich 9, and Jedediah Blade 16. As I was reading through that, I realized the umpire was signaling 4. So 4 more to Glasgow as Patil there pitched up and she hit it in the air over mid-off down to long off for 4. So 4 more to the West Indies as she beat the fielder coming around to her right. It went to long on, not really long off. And so they are looking for the ball. And they probably found it. I would love to see Blaze get, well, it's on the 77 overs were bowled. So I guess if they had bowled the 90 overs, he would have probably got in 20. But I'd love to see, as a senior bowler in this team, well, it's probably Leon Lane is a senior bowler because he played Test cricket, right? So I would love to see one of those two got in 20 overs and the other one getting 18 or so. Because that's when you really learn to bowl, you know. You really learn to bowl when you're tired. Yes, you really learn to bowl when you're tired. And batsmen are on the go and you have to restrict them. That's when you really learn to bowl. Oh, she has 13 international wickets with her throw-ups, Banana Brooks. Thank you for that information. But it's the first time seeing her bowling, you know. I've never seen Safali bowl before. First I'm seeing her bowling. As this is hit away by Glasgow down to the fielder on the long on boundary. So 1 more to Glasgow. Glasgow herself is in a rich vein of form, you know. So West Indies goes up to 113. As Patil is going to comes in now to bowl to Zayda James. Very interesting to see. Very interesting. So let's watch now. Comes in, bowls to James, bowl her down. Absolutely bowl her down. I wish her the best, you know, because she's in England. She's in England and Wales. She's in England. She's in the World Cup squad. You hope that if she plays, she does her best. But really and truly, she should not have been there. But you have to wish her the best because she's a West Indian player. She's not responsible for picking herself, so you wish her the best. But she's not good. She's not good. 113 for 7. James gone for 1 from 2. Bowled by Patel. So Patel picking up 3 for 27 thus far. And she has 7 deliveries to go in her spell. So West Indies losing their 7th wicket. 113 for 7. 113 for 7. Yeah, it was a nice ball. It was a nice ball, but I've always made a point in a Banana Brooks. And I know you have heard me made it several times, that good batters have to can bat good balls. Because if good batters cannot bat good ball, it means that every time a bowler bowl a good ball, you're going to get out. And we don't see that happening in other teams. Their batsmen and their batters are able to to bat good deliveries, because you have to be able to bat good deliveries. You are facing world class bowlers. World class bowlers are going to bat good deliveries. Hector swings this away down to the fielder on the boundary at Sprague, and I got a singer. She's off the mark. She's on 1. Glasgow is on 10. Yeah, so Patil 3 for 28 from her 3 overs. End of over number 16. You know, I have no doubt that it was a good ball, Banana Brooks. You know, but 114 for 7. But the point is that the bowlers are world class bowlers, and they become world class bowlers because they bowl good delivery. They bowl many good deliveries. They repeat their good deliveries. So good batsmen and good batters are able to bat good deliveries. You know, so hit in the air. But what does that matter, Mikel? I'm just saying that is the first I'm seeing her bowl. You know, it's the first I'm seeing her bowl. You know, but Banana Brooks already said that he got 13. He has 13 international wickets, but it's the first I'm seeing her bowl. So, you know, here. So we're gonna watch now as this is Ranty comes back into the attack. This guy. The ball to the left-handed Glasgow. So he's round the wicket, comes and bowls to Glasgow, and Glasgow flashes and as the ball goes right over the stump and through to the keeper. She was just looking to give herself room to hit that through the offside. You know. Sad to say, but out the overs. Oh, bat out the overs. Sad to oh, so sad to say, but bat out the overs. At least it's a T20 match. So bat out the return comes in, misses the stump as that ball was hit to mid off, and they go through for a single. So Athena, the legend, is saying it is sad to say, but you know they need to bat out the overs. So here you are. If that hit should have out, you know, she was struggling to get in. Karante bowls to the right hander, that's Hector, who hit it down wide of long off for a single. And there is one more to the West Indies total, bringing it up now to 118 for 7. Hector, Shanisha Hector is on 4. Janela Glasgow is on 11. So Ranti eager to goes in now. This is 2 delivery remaining in over number 17. She comes in, bowls to Hector, and Hector pulls savagely down back with a square leg. That's a good shot, you know. That's a good shot for 4. Oh, it was back of a length, and she pulled it viciously down back with a square leg for 4. So 4 more to the West Indies total. You love that, aren't you, Mikel? You really love a shot like that, right? Those are the type of shot that we love. We want to welcome everyone, and we appreciate you being here. So West Indies are in trouble. This is the first of 2 warm-up matches that they have. The other is against Australia. I think it's on Wednesday. It starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll be here. Remember, later today, West Indies will play Sri Lanka in the 3rd one-day international Sabina Park, Jamaica. I will bring you watch along on that. I will not be going to the match. I'll be here to do the watch along. And remember, on Thursday, we will be at Ultimate Sports Club for the first T20 international. Taken on the pad, going down the leg side. She lost her shape. She weren't looking at the ball as she looked to swing across the line. Why do we have coaches and these girls are batting like this? You don't see the coaching coming out. Honestly, you don't see the coaching coming out. None at all. You don't see the coaching coming out. You don't see the coaching coming out. I'm going to double check on that, you know, because I need to get back to to the manager at Ultimate to double check on that. So it's 123 for 7. $123 for 7. Let's hope that West Indies, can we get another 30 runs off these last 3 overs? Renuka back into the attack, bowls into the pad of Janela Glasgow, whips it out. Nice looking shot there by Glasgow. So Renuka is back. Renuka Singh is back into the attack. This is probably her final over. It is her final over. Yeah, I can only bowl 4. It's her final over. 16 runs she have conceded so far. So let's watch Singh. She comes in now. She bowls to Hector, and Hector looks to whip this away. Beats the keeper down the leg side. They're gone for 1. Who is that struggling off the ball like that? They will come back for 2. Surely she's a big lady now, the big number 58. So 3 wide there for West Indies. The wide plus they run 2. And that now goes up to 120. The score now goes up to 127 for 7. It's a very big lady, the Shanisha Hector. Over the wicket comes Singh, bowls to her, and she swings this away down to long on. No grace, just pure bull force, raw talent that the West Indies coaching staff is unable to refine with this talent. Give me this talent, and in 6 months' time, you wonder if it's the same person. Send her come to me. Send her come to me, and in 6 months' time, I've refined her out. Anyway, Glasgow is on strike as she hit this away down to long on. They're really not holding the shape and looking to time the ball. They're just probably swinging from the hip. And here we go again. West Indies batter swinging from the hip. 129 for 7 after 17.3 overs. After 17.3 overs. Athena, we may well be able to bat it out, Athena. Hector faces up to Renuka Singh. She's over the wicket. She bowls to Hector down the leg side. She looks to swing again. This umpire signal wide. The keeper trying to appeal, and you saw the incident. Don't laugh with her, man. Don't laugh with her. Gosh is not somebody that you. Richard Gosh is not somebody that you laugh with, you know. She's a snake. 130 for 7. Here's Singh comes in, bowls to Hector, and Hector swings this powerfully in the ears. Is it 6 or 4? We'll wait and see. That's a powerful shot. It gone all the way for 6. That's who she is, man. She can really hit a long ball. You know, coming up after this is another match. We'll not be doing it, but another World Cup match coming up after this one. Matches are coming. A lot of quiz going on. Hopefully, we'll have some prize to give away. As this is played down to long off for another single by Glasgow, taking up to 14 from 15. Hector is on 16 from 18. 18 overs have been completed. West Indies 137, 138 for 18 overs. Hector is on 16. This is our first of 2 warm-up matches. As I said, the third and final T20 between Sri Lanka, third and final 1 ODI between Sri Lanka and West Indies is later today, starting 2:30 Jamaica time. I will be doing some watch along, not on the entire match. That's a 50 over match. And I have no sponsor. If I have sponsor, I could get 2 or 3 other persons to do it with me. And so we could carry the match live right through. Yeah, power, that is true. Power hitting doesn't mean using the bottom hand. Well, it involves, you have to use the bottom hand, Athena, for the power hitting. But it also includes timing the ball and watching the ball, because really it's the bottom hand that provide the power. So if it's power hitting, but you will lose your power if you lose your shape and you do not time the ball, and that's what the left hand does. So the power, you won't get the power without the right hand in the case of a right-hander. So there's a full toss, which she missed it to extra cover. The fielder comes around, shied at the stump, misses the stump. They go through for one. The score goes up to 140 for 7. So that was Shanisha Hector, and that's exactly the point there. Athena, if she looks to use pure right hand and not looking to time the ball. Good shot this way. Did she picked out the fielder? No, right off the field. I think the fielder didn't make a big effort because she know that, we win this already. So that will carry the score up to 148, should be. It hasn't changed yet, but I think it's 148. And this is not a bad effort on the West Indies part. When you think that Dottin made 40 odd, bowled to Glasgow high in the air, we'll see where this goes. The fielder seconds under it, took the catch, Glasgow goes. So 144 for 8 in over number 19. And I'm making a point that this is not such a bad effort on the West Indies part, to restrict India to 180, albeit Armanpreet Kaur didn't play, but she could got one ball. Just like Ailey Matthews could bat and get one ball, but both are significant. Always going to be disappointed when the West Indies team lose a cricket match. I will never not be disappointed. We made on the one. Stephanie Taylor doesn't play. Ailey Matthews doesn't play. DeAndre Dottin made 49, but it took her 42 deliveries to make that 49. So she would have used up more than 1/3 of the number of deliveries allotted to West Indies, as Fletcher is a new batter and she drives it to backward point, open up the face of the bat, and there is no run. There's a ring of 4 on the offside. Short third man, backward point, cover, extra cover, and then there's a long off and there's a sweep on the cover boundary. Down the leg side, whipped away in the air, in the gap, the fielder comes around, made a tumbling stop, and they will come back for 2, comfortable 2. The West Indies total goes up by 2 to 146 for 8 at the end of over number 19. So 146 for 8 at the end of over number 19. Big up yourself, Elton. How you doing, man? Good to have you here. Big up yourself, boss. So that's TV and Cricket Power Play over there in Florida. And they stream a lot of cricket, and I hope you have been tuning in. And I think you have been tuning in because we see the numbers going up. So we're happy that you have been tuning in. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel and also subscribe to TV and Cricket Power Play. He stream a lot of cricket out of Florida. A lot of cricket, especially out of Fort Lauderdale. So we should get 150, and looking at all the mitigating circumstances, The return comes in. That looks good collect from the bowler. 148 for 8. Yes, so you look at it that your big four didn't fire. Although one of them made 89, it took them an eternity, 49. It took her an eternity to make it. And two of your big four didn't play. One got a one made one from two deliveries, and one really just occupied the crease trying to get some confidence. So at 149 for 8 in the last over against India, which is one of the pre-tournament's favorite. Nice shot there by, I keep on calling her Muma because that's what they call her, but it's Afi Fletcher. And they will come back for 2. Will they look 3? No, they won't look 3. So the West Indies 150 is up, 151 now for 8, and 2 deliveries to go in the innings. And I must say, thank everyone for tuning in. It was a pleasure being here with you this morning. We will cover all the West Indies matches as long as we are fit and healthy to do so. And we have the time. We do not have anything in our way, like we have an event to cover, things to take care of. But we try to adjust our schedule, like, so tomorrow, the one day international is going on today. So tomorrow will be a very, very busy day. Although I have 2 things to do this morning, but I not going to leave the house today, I got tomorrow morning early. I get up and complete those 2 tasks, 2 business to take care of. I know that one of them is absolutely important, and I know I will probably get a call from one of the persons today and say, "Well, oh, you didn't deal with that thing for me." But I'm not leaving the house today, man. We're gonna just follow West Indies cricket today. There are things around the house to take care of also. So really appreciate you being here. Thanks everyone for being here. Big up Banana Brooks, big up Athena TV and Cricket Power Play. Steve, all of the guys that are here. Jamor Small, have a wonderful day. I'm disappointed with the result, but I'm not too unhappy. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. God bless. Go out and watch the West Indies match today. Bye for now.